section that's been here, they will know. So you can ask somebody in the comment, or if you ask a question, somebody in the comment will answer you sometimes, just so that I don't miss track of what I'm trying to say. Like what happened to me now. What was I saying? God Almighty. What were I saying just now? You see, sometimes my brain overwork, man. My brain overwork. Right. Yes. So what I am saying, guys, let us say we are gonna say Mr. T does not responsibility for his timing. Okay. Let's give him that for a second. Right. So the key, he take God off the cross that he gave the key to Shanice. How then we going to address that? Let's say we're not going to say about the time when you give Shanice the key. We're not going to say the time. And I can go further to say we're not even going to say the day. Right? God favorite, what's up? Right? This is what I don't understand, guys. I personally don't believe that we can just disregard everything that comes out of a person's mouth because it's not in line with our belief or our think. I just don't believe in it. We cannot, and I think we should not disagree this ban everything that Mr. T say. I think that's wrong of us to do that. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why every time I go and try to find somebody else as the culprit, it dragged me all the way back down to the family. And I don't feel like I'm being unfair. I do not. From the bottom of my heart, I don't feel like I am being unfair to these bunch of cruel people. Because now there is like 3-4 different scenarios. Let me tell you something, people. My darling Candice, let me tell you something. We ain't stupid. Blessed my darling, good morning to you, my lovely. Let me tell you something, right? We ain't stupid. Nobody around here is stupid. Nobody around here is stupid. The only stupid people around here is your reptile, Mr. T. Nobody else is stupid. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. You see, if 6 people is telling a story, you see, if 6 people is telling a story, let me tell you one thing about 6 people is telling a story. It might be a little bit off, yeah? It might be a little bit off, but it can be 2 and 3 or 4 days off. That's crap. I wonder if you don't understand what I say. If a person is telling a story, the story, anybody will accept it. If the story is a little bit off, so one say potato, one say potato, that's a different story. One say tomato, one say tomato. That is a different. You cannot tell me, say everybody's going to tell me, oh, we have to go give them this and give them that, because their story is off by miles. Guys, please to follow the horse. You understand? Slightly, yeah. So if you tell me something where, like TJ say, in go down the road 5:30 this morning, then Bella come tell me say, TJ go down the road 6 o'clock, 6:30 this evening. That's we can work with that. We can work with that because you know what it is. You probably have a little bit of inconsistency, but when you go tell me say, when you are going to look in my face and tell me, say, you did not go to your house in Sturchy, in Mandeville, none at all. Right? You did not go to your house in Mandeville, none at all. And Mr. T said he gave the key to you in the morning. That is a different type of inconsistency. That the inconsistency we call a lie. And this is what we are saying. People, this is what we are saying. That is a whole different type of ball game. You understand where I come from? That is a whole day and a half away. And then they expect we to just say, all right, you know what? Mr. T did a chat shit, so nothing more to see here. It can't work like that, people. It cannot. It cannot, and it will not, and it should not work like that. Yeah, but, TJ, we turn this thing all about. TJ, we turn this thing on the head. We turn it Saturday. We turn it at the evening. We turn it at the night. We turn it all about on the head. But she did not admit being there in the morning. No, he hasn't. So, all right, this is what I am trying to say to you, TJ. You see, if the woman did say, all right, she get the key in the morning, but she never got no spiritual ill, we could have said, you know what? That could have been make sense. But she are denying the fact that she ever been there in the morning. I don't think she has adjusted the key situation. But I tend to believe Mr. T, right? Not because Mr. T tell the truth, because they're mucked up in giving their whole heap of stories. That is the reason why I believe that Mr. T give that key. And for those of you that has not been on the live before, please to follow the host. Guys, is there anybody in this live that hasn't followed the host? Please to follow the host, guys. Because hear this now, right? Hear this. And see me listen if you understand. Me, listen to understand. And as I said to you, right, listen, let me show you something. You see, sometime, somebody said a few weeks ago or a month or so ago on this very same live stream that cock mode kill cock. I don't know if you guys ever heard that old school parable before. Said cock mode kill cock. And I genuinely believe in this situation that's what's going on. Because nobody never hacks the crocodile. Come here. Yeah, let's go and stop it. Go and get one of your ties and go and play the ties in. Go and get one of your ties and play the ties. I can't get the knives. Now the horse today. You understand? Thank you very much. Right, where was I, guys? I get distracted easily now. My son, I don't know I'm trying to put him on the charge and him still move away. So, this is what I am trying to say now. Where was I? Guys, please remind me. Where was I? Oh, yeah. The thing is this. Nobody did not ask Crocodile how many people in your house have house key for your house. She was the one that volunteered that information. She speaks, and I am quoting, everybody in the yard have a house key. That's what the auntie says, your crocodile auntie. Right? No, guys, I'm going to go over this very slow. So who can understand. The Bible tells us who have ears let them hear. And if you can't hear, that means you're not ears, you're not supposed to hear. Okay? So we are going to go over this very slowly this morning. Very, very slow. Now, the time stamp on these things are different. And that is what I came to believe. Because yesterday, I went through these things like somebody was paying me. But anybody will know not about Jamaica. I don't know if it's the whole of the Caribbean is that, but we know Jamaica. Them are hell feet. You see when Jamaica tell us later, a little more, them attack tomorrow. You see if a Jamaica never tell us, you ask a Jamaica for I tell her to show you somewhere, I tell her somewhere, and you get Jamaica tell her, just down the road on this man. You walk till your foot back and then come off. You see, if a Jamaican never tell us, I don't know, man, probably about, say, 10. Then good attack at 9. So, the moral of what I am trying to say, we're going to kind of lower the time span them. Because I feel like, unless you look at your watch or your phone, you will not be able to tell the exact time. And that is the reason why I question Shanice 2 times, 6:50 and 7:09. But hold on. One time, the crocodile say, everybody in the house have a house key. We tend to believe that because Jayden was expected to go home from school and get into the house. Right? Jayden was expected to go from school and get into the house. Now, Mr. T, if no one was at the house, Mr. T would have expected to get in at the house if he never go back there some point of the day. You with me? So, basically, the moral of the story, I said, we cannot believe that because everybody was out. So if anybody was to go back to the house at any point during the day by themselves, they would have been expected to get to the house. So I think the auntie was right when she said that everybody in the yard have a key. Okay? Now, that is one key argument. Everybody in the house have a key. Right? Now, move on to the next key argument. Mr. T said that he gave Shanice the keys to go to freshen up. Mr. T said that he gave the keys to Shanice to go and freshen up. Now, from what they are saying, we all understand that crocodile work for the bread and breakfast. So she is like the lady who, clean up the place, make up the beds and stuff like that. I would like to assume. If a guest is there and the guest they want to towel, I guess the phone the crocodile and tell us, can you go and give some towel to room number 3 for us, please? So she would have to have a key at all time. And if the guest then come out 2 o'clock, she would have to have a key to go and refreshen up at the room so that it can be prepared for your next guest. Right? So because I am saying that the crocodile have the bread and breakfast key like a permanent fix, and obviously if she stop work with the person, she would have to turn and back the keys them in. But For what we know, she was working, so she have the key permanentish to keep. So what would have happened now? She would have then placed her house key and that bunch of keys, so she would have one bunch of key. Right? So when she rushed out of the house to go to the to the hospital with the baby, remember she was frantic, you know, she was in a different space when the baby fall. So what happened? The crocodile rushed out of the house, gone to the hospital, and leave her house key at the yard. Her bunch of key, which contains the bread and breakfast key, and her house key. So that is her bunch of key. So one time she was at the hospital and needed to get into the bread and breakfast. That's why Mr. T had to go back home and fetch her key. So when she gave Shanice bread and breakfast key, the mother key was on the key. Hence why when they reached home at night and she said she asked Mr. T for the key, and Mr. T have him house key and him car key. That is the reason why the auntie have to ask Mr. T for his key in the evening, because Shanice had get her bunch of key in the morning, which contains her house key in it. Because that's what I tell her, say, it's cock mode kill cock. It's cock mode kill cock, because if she did not told us that she asked Mr. T for film key and Mr. T have him house key and him car key, I can play the interview right now. I can play the interview right now. So that is 3 key argument. This is 3 key argument. 3 key argument. Everybody in the yard have them one a key. Mr. T give Shanice the key, and the mother take Mr. T key in the night. But you know what? This was meant to happen, you know. This was meant to happen. You see, God is a real and true God. Because you see, if the auntie never rush out of the house and the fear key, where she said, Mr. Tifa, what would happen? No key argument would have come up, because you know what? The auntie that have fear key, we send it to Shanice. So nobody would be here. Well, Mr. Tifa probably could still come and say, well, me take the key from the auntie and go give it to her. Shanice did not say nothing about the key, and this is what I am trying to explain to you guys. Shanice have not acknowledged nothing that Mr. T has said. I saw 2 interviews with her, one that she made by herself and one, good morning, and one where she made with the auntie and the uncle and the sister and the cousin them. And out of everything, she has not made a statement pertaining to any of those. Because this is what I am saying. What are we going to do with the whole of Mr. T's statement? What are we going to do with it? Are we going to just take it and throw it into the bin and say, forget it, let's back to what was? Because remember, I know, Shanice, and I am quoting, Shanice said she went to the KFC and then she leave to the hospital, and then the baby gets transferred in the morning and she go to the other hospital. Shanice said she has not gone to her house in Mandeville, and she didn't say she didn't go to the bed and breakfast, so she said she didn't go to her house, and I'm assuming she probably is, well, I don't know. She said she didn't go to her house. I don't know which one of the house she attacked, if it, because the bread and breakfast is not her house. So she couldn't say she never said she never got to the bread and breakfast. She said she never got to the house, her house. So I don't know if she have a house different from the swamp or where the crocodile live. I don't know if she have a different house from that. But I know she didn't say. She didn't say. So I don't know how to but she didn't say she go anywhere. So she said she go to the KFC 6 and this is what I'm saying, guys. I feel like it's just cat mouth is killing cat in this whole situation. It's just cat mouth is killing cat, and that's just my honest opinion. It's just my honest opinion. It's my honest opinion. And there's a net big significant part of, again, is the part where Mr. T, because even yesterday I'm thinking, could it be the fact that Mr. T and Rashawn and Jayden's father and the crocodile went to the police station at the same time? Mr. T just did not mention the crocodile. And guys, I don't know. Because I am saying, if I'm gonna tell something and I'm gonna mention your Shane and Jayden's dad, right? And don't mention my wife. Chinwagwan. You get where I'm coming from? I just don't understand it, guys. I really don't understand it. Because I am trying to like, because I'm being honest with you. I am not going against him with a vendetta. So it cloud up my judgment. I am not doing that. I promise you I'm not doing it. What I'm doing, I'm analyzing. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going at them with a vendetta, so I have to. There's nothing I can see nothing else than just red when it comes to them. No, I am not doing that. And that is the reason why I am so firmly believing my gut feelings, how I'm feeling. I believe in it 100 million, zillion, gazillion, %. I really do. I really believe in the things that I am saying. Because I just feel like, the reason why Crocodile and Hyena has not come out to talk against the reptile is because they will have to come do one thing. Mr. T is a liar. For them to come out and address Mr. T interview, they will have to come out and do one thing. Call Mr. T a liar. Because then can come say yes, when Mr. T say right, yes, what we are saying we right, because you cannot be two places at the same time. It's impossible. So for them to come out and address Mr. T interview, they will have to come out straight out, come call Mr. T a liar. And I am not the only one. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that noticed that Mr. T is like a fridge where you plug him in and he's still at the frost when you plug him in. Because Mr. T seems like the type of person where feel more to run like river and spread out over a place like sea. But they want me know. They want to TJ. And guys, this is up for everybody's speculation. I feel like say I've been to that moves. Somebody else said you see this chicken buying business. See this chicken buying business. I'm gonna say something a lot of people not gonna feel good about. You see the chicken buying business. I feel like the hyena did not leave from the hospital to buy the chicken. I feel like the hyena leave from wherever Jayden was to go and buy the chicken. And I strongly feel like that. Is either where they put him or where they left him or something. I genuinely believe that she did not leave the airport and buy no chicken. I feel like she did not leave the hospital and buy no chicken. I feel she left from where Jayden was to buy the chicken. That's just my opinion. And the reason why I come to that conclusion and that speculation, the reason why I'm going to tell you, because I don't speculate without explaining to you why I come up with that. I have that opinion and that speculation because she said she just ironically knew the 2 time she knows that she was waiting on the chicken 650. And I was listening to her interview the other day. And I have been listening to that same interview for the last 2 or 3 months. Right? I was listening to the last, and I genuinely think she said we could go and check the airport camera. And that's what I thought was going on for the last 2 months or so. Only to listen to the interview Friday to find out that she said we can go check the KFC chicken camera. No, that raised a whole different suspicion to me from right there. So no. So when she leave from where Jayden was, she went to the KFC to get a timestamp at the KFC camera because she said 650 she was waiting. She texted her mom 650 and she was waiting. And then she stated that she reached at the hospital 7:09. Spicy morning. So you are telling me no. I ain't arguing with no one. These are my opinions. So if you don't like my opinion, just scroll on. Let me tell you something. You are trying to tell me, say, you just ironically check your phone to get the 2 time. Just nobody else Nobody else in the whole case cannot give you one time specific apart from the Megamart camera allegedly. The only 349 me here apart from 650 and 709. Shanice move like she's a camera. Shanice move like she's a CCTV camera. Cause I'm going to show the camera alone can get the exact time and date, you know. Yeah. So I am simply saying, is that a clue or is that a clue? I don't know. It can be a clue. You understand? But I genuinely feel like when she go and buy that chicken, she was not coming from the airport and she was not coming from the hospital. That is my opinion. But the only thing is this, I believe strongly in my opinion. I really believe in my opinion. Trust me, I strongly believe in it. Because all of the people that's saying these things, right? Okay, let me show you something. This one woman up our live the other day, right? This one woman up on our live and say she a solicitor, she had this and that and blah blah blah. And she come out to be one scammer. The moral of that story is necessary that people can't tell lie. It doesn't matter who you are, you can't tell lie. So everybody is going off of one thing, that this lady come from a foreign country and come to Jamaica. And because of that, they are saying this woman is not capable of being deceitful, or she is not capable of telling lie. I want to ask you one question. How do you work that out? How? How do you work out that she's not capable of telling lie, or she's not capable of being deceitful? How? Please. Because I know nobody not tell me that. Because everybody has say she can't tell lie and she come from foreign. Like, let me tell you something. Foreign don't mean nothing. If a person lives in a first world country, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean one thing. Because you go and like live in a first world country, you can't lie and thief and wicked same way. If that was the case, why would they have prison in a first world country? If first world people they can't lie and wicked and thief, where them do over there? Where them do with prison? You know, should have be a church over there and be a synagogue? Let me tell you something. Right now, this lady, but it's when me find out say, this comic chick, a fear boyfriend took her from hospital. See all that now? That make a whole different ball game. We telling us something, you know. You see, on the interview, of that course, I don't know what the lady name, but there's a lady that asks a question. See, that question was the last nail in the coffin question, in my opinion. The lady asks her, say, if a man did message her from off her Instagram or something. And even that the question there, the woman blatant Tell her say he's a man. When she answered the question, she answered like it's a woman, and you might have said no. But that girl there, hold on, let me play them voice, because one time me talking, no, things that me just get up and make up all of these things, yeah. This interview, I tell you, this interview, I go back them, you know. Trust me. This interview, I go back them.
Co-pilot, make an image from my presentation.
Wicked and cruel person.
She interview, I go back them.
Because the baby is an emergency. Yes. It come out clear.
To get taxi to go to school. The teacher confirmed that he was at school.
So people, with all the allegations that are showing at Jayden Smith's family, they are here to answer questions, right? We know that everybody when I listen right now have a question for asking about. You now can get to ask them the question, but me sure say when you don't listen all the way, you must say you have all the answers what I need. And trust me, this one look good. People, to me, it look like Jayden wander gone somewhere far too. And he must sleep on the shop piers or something somewhere of his heart. Because some things that are said in this interview or in this life, in a normal, you may tell you, because they must say one time before them take Jayden used to sleep on the roadside and the shop piers and he wasn't going to school.
What that have to do with anything about
that's why the woman said Jayden go rough.
What that have to do with anything about right now?
And listen, Jayden, two cousins, and Jayden's aunt, that is the guardian. The same woman will take care of Jayden. And the youth, where them say, see him leg broke or something, see him mother, they on it too. And an ex-cousin. So 3 family members, please listen.
And Demar went back to the hospital to assist my aunt because she could not leave because they ended up admitting the baby. When they admit the baby's foot was declared broken after 5 a.m. in the morning. He broke his femur. When that was declared broke.
So the baby foot declared broke after 5 a.m. in the morning. After 5 a.m. in the morning, but yet still, you ever tell your husband to bring back up. You, hold on, I'm telling you my earpiece. I probably not hear good. When I hear good through the earpiece, you got to, the earpiece, you have a nice cancellation, so I'm probably not hear good. When I hear it?
When that was declared broken, after 5, Jayden would have not been privy to this information. Jayden did not know this. Jayden got ready and...
So Bella, let me ask you one question, Bella. Come here, Bella. Come to the front of the queue. After 5 in the morning, the baby thing declare, right? So obviously, I would like to believe that the hospital, Renford, where I'm going with, the hospital was the one that tell them that the femur broke. So why they still want them to come there to come work, make sure a bathroom? But anyway, that can be a clue, it cannot be a clue.
No, look at the series of events. When would Jayden get a beating? In the car on the way to the hospital? At the hospital? All the camera footages at the hospital.
Who took Jayden to school?
He went to school with his
uncle.
The uncle, what do you call that?
Uncle
in-law.
Uncle Carrie. Make Cammy.
The uncle in-law. Uncle in-law.
From PR perspective.
Uncle in-law. When the child's mother Remember, I see a lot of people saying, oh, they're frightened to find Sydney and this and that. This is a regular black child with Jamaican parents. However, they live in the US, but it's Jamaican parents. Nobody is frightened for this child.
Alright, so the uncle left Jayden where?
He left him at a bus stop to get taxi to go to school. His teacher confirmed that he was at school. His principal confirmed that he was at school, and he did not leave school until dismissal.
Camille.
The CCTV.
At what time was dismissal?
I'm not sure what time was dismissal.
Camille. Okay. Camille, when the uncle took
So this school over different time Manchester, because I don't know, and probably it's because I'm looking so deep into this thing here. I am picking up everything, because the fact that she says she don't know what time is this dismissal. You know what she do? Listen to her part of the interview. She is trying very hard not to incriminate herself, you know. She's trying to leave some things not neutral, so you can come back and fix them. Listen to her, and I don't know. I can be wrong, but to me, then if you're gonna say you don't know what time is dismissal, everybody's supposed to know. Say school over 2:30 or 3:30 or 5:30 or whatever. How she don't know?
Jayden to school, did uncle know that the baby foot was broken?
No, he did not know. The baby did not get you in the hospital.
The lady talk, then no question her.
His principal confirmed that he was at school, and he did not leave school until dismissal.
Camille.
CCTV.
At what time was dismissal?
I'm not sure what time was dismissal.
Camille. Okay. Camille, when the uncle took Jayden to school, did uncle know that the baby foot was broken?
No, he did not know.
Hold on there. Oh God! Nana mercy, hoy. You hear what me just hear look while? I wonder if you hear what me just hear look while. Tell me if you hear what me just hear look while.
At what time was dismissal?
I'm not sure what time was dismissal.
Camille. Okay. Camille, when the uncle took Jayden to school, did the uncle know that the baby foot was broken?
No, he did.
I don't miss it, people. Only call crowd. Tell crowd to come here. Come here, crowd. Come here. Crowd, look, come here. Hold on, them. I now play them until crowd come. Guys, stop up and scream for me, please and thanks. That is the reason why Mr. T was running him mouth. So I wonder, Bella, yo, me can't argue this, man. Bella, please, man, go and go sleep, Bella. Go and go sleep. Go and go sleep. Listen, I went and bring Jayden to school, listen up. I don't want me saying to my girl. So go and go sleep, man. Go and go sleep.
To school, did
Until dismissal. Camille, CCTV.
At what time was dismissal?
Because this is a problem. This is a problem. Uno want to say different. If people must say it, I don't know what tell you different. Me I go play it again. I know me I say it. So go and go take it up with when you name Tammy. Go and take it up with Kamisha. It ain't nothing to do with me, Bella. Go and take it up with Kamisha. Me I beg you please this morning. Go take it up with Kamisha. Cause uno know want to come with them, you know. And me are the problem. Where I analyze what them I say. I problem. Go and take it up with Kamisha. That's why Mr. T come and I run him out, so because he did not know, say nothing wrong with the baby like so significant when he start cover up shit. And you didn't know say something wrong with the baby and so now say in gear the key.
I'm not sure what time was dismissal.
Camille. Okay. Camille, when the uncle took Jayden to school, did the uncle know that the baby foot was broken?
No, he did not know.
When the uncle take Jayden to school, did the uncle know that the baby foot was broken? No, he never know. So he never thinks that nothing did he hide. He never knows that nothing did he hide. He did not know that nothing is there to hide. Come here,
Get you in the hospital.
Let the lady talk, then no question her.
You guys listening now? So the public is not aware of the fact that there are camera footages that picked up Jayden at Little Caesar and also Mega Mart. The last he was in Little Caesar after 3. The last footage that picked him up at Mega Mart was after 4. So he went to Little Caesar first and then he went.
So hold on. So who I tell the lie then? Cause I only love jump down pan way. She said the last camera, the last footage a Little Caesar now after 4. And I'm gonna play it again, you're gonna hear it. I am going to play it again. The auntie said the footage in a Little Caesar was 3:49. When did 3:49 becomes after 4?
To Mega Mart, the Caesar and also Mega Mart. The last he was in Little Caesar after 3. The last footage that picked him up at Mega Mart was after 4. So he went to Little Caesar.
Alright. So I'm gonna play it out and I'm gonna hear. I'm gonna play it out and I'm gonna hear. The footage time in a Mega Mart where everybody on the internet know 3:49. And she just said the last footage in a Little Caesar was after 4. In a Mega Mart was after 4. So who are telling lie? Are we a telling lie? Hold on, are we a telling lie? Why nobody not gonna take it up with them? But are we are the problem? We analyze what them I say. The last scene in Mega Mart was on the footage and she said, good morning, Laura. Laura, morning. How you doing, my darling? Remember, I'm going to play out the interview, I going to play out the interview today. You understand? I going to play out the interview because, and you're going to hear again what them say, the scene per Mega Mart camera was 3:49. Now, what areas I say, it is after 4. So, which one is it? As I will ask them, which one is actually hit?
Him up at Mega Mart was after 4. So he went to Little Caesar first and then he went to Mega Mart. The public is not aware of this. The public is also saying every day the auntie says she see my girl school, how she never seen Friday morning. That's because she was at the hospital. So
this is an ignorant statement she make us right now. And she try to cover up her ignorant behavior.
A lot of people, they don't have access to this information.
Oh, shut up.
When my cousin realized that she works in healthcare, she's a nurse. So she worked in Jamaica before system is in Jamaica. When she realized that her child was not being seen, she booked a flight to Jamaica immediately. Jayden did not know that she was coming to Jamaica. So Jayden could not meet up with her anywhere. She booked a flight for her and her child to leave Jamaica where she have health care in foreign, could have come back and make the fitness to one doctor. When she got to Jamaica, they told her the child cannot travel because his foot is broken. The only mode of transportation would have to be in an ambulance. That's what they told her because her plan was to take her child and go back to the US so he can see a doctor in the US, which would be his primary care doctor.
Camille, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you living at the house where the incident took?
You see that lady here? Why I ask a question now? And you me there close to this lady, I shake her 2 and them until them broke out a socket. Because this piece of shit bag Kamisha come here, come tell we shit. She come here, I come tell we shit like I sit where she see. But one time, when I tell she, she never did it. Then tell her. So if them are gonna tell she, and everybody can use what she saying, why we can't use what them I say? Why we can't use what them I say?
place where you there, or you're saying what you heard from them?
No, I don't live there.
Okay.
So how you know all of
You're
these
saying what
things?
they're saying, right?
And this is factual information that I got, and we have seen the video footages and all of those stuff that you guys
Alright,
are very much saying that.
You hear what she said? We have seen the video footages. So if you see the video footages and see the time on it is 3:49. How the hell you come and tell me say it was after 4? Have you seen the footage or not? Which is it? Have you seen the footage or not? Because you just tell me out of your mouth say it was after 4. And the auntie say it was 3:49. 3:49 is, I don't know when 3:49 will come after 4. Because 3:49 is after 3 too, in my opinion. Or according to my clock.
They're not true.
And you are saying that the public is not aware of CCTV camera. I dare the whole internet have that and saying it. But my thing is that you're speaking as if you live there, and you are saying this is not true. So basically, allegedly, you are repeating what the old soul told you. Basically,
Thank
that
you.
it's respectful.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you.
Common statement and Demar statement. Actually, the same statement.
Lie.
But just for now, when you hear the face, say, come to say him carry the child to a school in the morning, you know, and like the lady did I say, to give him $1,200, but no, him give him $1,500. You know, let's go on about that part.
And him carry him go school, him carry him go drop him off out of the main road.
Yes.
And him take regular taxi. He take him from the home in a film vehicle, but them drop him off on the main road.
But that's
And him bring him go school. Him not drop him at the school gate.
Somebody said, they hear this, she would give him $1,200 to go to school, but him said, no, him give him $1,500 to go to school.
Probably him never have no change.
Look here.
And this
He said he didn't have any change. He only had $1,500, but his lunch money was $1,200.
Alright, listen to me now.
The $1,200.
And there's something else I want me know back. Right? When I took my son to the hospital when his foot was broken, right? I went there and found other incident with a younger baby that they put in before my child come out.
Jayden at school and a man to them a go.
The hospital also has all the footages, and if you guys want to request it, you guys can also request it to see all that was there as well.
Why him a go back in a man to why never carry my school?
Yeah, man. We don't like to see it. So we don't like to see the pussy. Just see it, my friend. Tell me.
That is true. And like I said, you know, I understand from you guys' perspective, because if I was in all of your shoes, would I make assumptions too? However, based on the investigation, these footages are not available to the public.
But that's public if
I get that, but based on what's happening, they cannot release the footages to the public.
You know, me don't want to
They
see
can
it,
only do the timeline to say this and that and whatever. They cannot release the footages to the public. That's JCF's rule.
I mean,
Okay.
Because it's an active investigation that's going on, so they cannot release it. The only thing that they can state is that he was seen on footage and whatever. We are appealing to persons on Perth Road. He was last seen on Perth Road. A lot of houses and nice houses are around there. If persons who live in that area who have like camera on their house that project like to the road, that would have also been very helpful to see if him walk past, if nobody pick him up, if this, because that was the last place he was seen going up Perth Road after he exit Mega Mart.
How far from Perth Road he lives? How far from Perth Road Jayden lives?
The Jayden, I'm not sure if you guys know Mandeville. Jayden taxi stand is at Willowgate Plaza. Perth Road would be around where Mega Mart is, around Manchester High School front gate. That's where his high school is.
So again,
Camille.
Yes, ma'am.
One minute. Let me ask Camille a question. Is it that, all right, and the whole entire universe is saying this about the baby and everybody appealing? Is any of the family member come together and say, look here, auntie, uncle, listen, What happened? Okay, we don't have anything can tell because people are accusing you. What is happening? Anybody ever...
Let me tell you something. You see what Kami just said about active investigation and all this? Kami full up of crap like Alison crap them. You hear me I tell you? She full up of crap like the crap them with Alison herself. That me I try telling you right now. Because when she just chat a little while, I don't even know how she can make that come out of her mouth. Because basically what she tell me say Jamaica is have a more crime fighting effort than every other country else in the world. That's all about tell me them ignorance and arrogant to the public. I tell me say Jamaica have a bigger, better crime fighting system than everywhere in the world.
At the end of the day, you family now step forward because it takes 2 weeks. 2 weeks after person.
They have been searching every single day, and this is that's why I tell a lot of things that on the media now, because from Jayden went missing, they have been searching every single day, and people are not aware of this.
No, but you still don't answer.
You see it? And this is what people don't understand. She just said, we have been searching every single day now. You have so much chat to make. And you know, say, we have been searching for every single day. She said, they have been searching every single day. But you and this we notice with nasty face coming and the whole hyena, them have the most to say. And them are the one when they be around the kidney at all. Everything for answer for Jayden, the sister can answer it. The auntie or whatever they call she.
Question come in. I know everybody knows that people are searched. The question is it that I wanted to ask, believe the question, but it was so vice. The question is anyone of the family member really look into it as a person, a parent, and say, auntie, uncle, this is where we at now. This happened, I don't know what to Jayden, what question. This is the question we may try to find out. That everybody defending auntie, uncle, everybody defending the family.
We have been trying to figure out, because as I said, Jayden went to Pert Road, and Jayden has no business on Pert Road because where his taxi stand is way far from.
You see it? And I have been saying that, you know. I hear the lady just say it. That is the problem. That is their main primary focus, to defend auntie, uncle, brother, sister, cousin. And none of this family don't care about Jayden. None of them don't business about the little boy. Their only aim is to come and assassinate the little boy character and defend the whole of the crocodile and the hyena them and the reptile them. That's all. That's their only intention, in my opinion.
Pert Road. So what he went on Pert Road to do, nobody has.
Guys, please follow the horse.
Is he a slight child that doesn't understand himself or just
No.
yes,
No.
well, me not buy
Good evening. I want to ask you a few questions.
Right. Go ahead.
Alright. So let me ask you, let me get a background of Jayden. Is Jayden a kind of child that have ever like just gone away, wandered off,
No.
some hours and not see him?
No.
Alright. In terms of Jayden coming home in the evening, right? School this is at what, 3?
Around that time, right?
Alright. And how
You hear? That's what I'm telling you, say. These people are taking the biscuit out of the tea. Yeah, when she just said, look, while, remember at the beginning, no, she said she don't know, she don't have a clue what time the school over. That's what Kamisha said. And 12 minutes during the interview, the lady asked her if school over 3 o'clock, and she said yes, around that time. You never have no clue if you say, in the early part of the interview, about 3 o'clock or so, about 2:30, 3 o'clock or so. Right? She never have that knowledge, you know. But 12 minutes after that, she can know say, at that time. You see the inconsistency lie? And then when people sit down and pick out these things, you don't go and ask people, we and make up story upon them. She just said 12 minutes and 18 seconds ago, she just said she don't know what time the school over. Now the lady asks her again And she said, is it about 3 o'clock? She said, yes, about that time. But you never know, you never have a clue 12 minutes ago what time the school over. Uno too clever. Them are people are too clever.
How far is his
See
home
that?
from Jayden? Is Jayden a kind of child that have ever like just
But
gone away?
when I repeat what I say, we becomes the problem.
Alright. In terms of Jayden coming home in the evening, right?
And nobody have a problem with them.
Around that time, right?
Alright. And how far is his
Where you going,
his
Shanda?
home from Mandeville?
Probably about a 30 to 45 minutes drive, or maybe less.
Okay. So normally when time in dismiss from school, like what time he normally reach home?
He normally reach, my auntie said normally reach up like after 4, he would reach up early.
All right. Listen. This is what I'm tell you, say. Everybody can say, oh, we can go with the Kamisha say, Bella just say Kamisha tell the truth. Kamisha say, right here, so look a while, I'm gonna play, I couldn't hear. So the auntie tell her, say, the boy reach home after 4. The latest, them say the latest him ever reach home after 4. Then the auntie can't tell we say the latest he reach home a minute to 6. So which one of them are the true story? I'm just asking you, which one of them are the true story? Because the auntie tell her say the latest Jayden never reach home is after 4. Then the auntie tell we say the latest he ever reach home is minute to 6. So are we the problem? Are we the problem still? I gotta play it, make on hear because let me tell you something, man. I don't understand what I want.
So when did it become alarm from Mandeville?
Probably about a 30 to 45 minutes drive, or maybe less.
Okay. So normally when time in dismiss from school, like what time he normally reach home?
He normally reach, my auntie said normally reach up like after 4, he would reach up early.
So
My auntie say
concerned.
So when my cousin got to Jamaica to relieve my aunt from the hospital, because when she landed in Montego Bay, she landed after 2 in Montego Bay. From Montego Bay to Mandeville is like a 3 hours drive. She went straight to Mandeville so she could relieve my auntie so she could go home from the hospital.
after 2 and 3 hours, so she reach a Mandeville after 5. Me just point out the time them.
That was Friday night. So she got to the hospital around after 7 p.m. When my aunt went home, that's when she realized that Jayden is not home. That's when the discovery was made that Jayden did not reach home from school.
So where was Demar? And
Demar was at the hospital.
So where was the uncle?
The uncle went to work in the morning. After he dropped off Jayden to school, he went to work and then...
Does Jayden have a key?
Yes, Jayden have a key.
The house?
Yeah.
So, Kimmy, did you know that there's a nurse?
So you are gonna tell me, say, when the auntie asks Mr. T for his key in the night, right? When the auntie asks Mr. T for his key, so you're gonna tell me, say, the lady just asks her, say, does Jayden have a key? And she said, yes. When the auntie claims that she pull up at the house in the night, she asks Mr. T for borrow Mr. T key. So you're telling me, say, Jayden, 12-year-old, have a key to the house and the auntie don't have one. No. Jayden have a key to the house, but the auntie don't have one.
Yeah, Jayden have a key.
The house?
Yeah. So uncle went to work in the morning. After he dropped off Jayden to school, he went to work and then...
Does Jayden have a key?
Hospital. Yeah, Jayden have a key.
The house?
Yeah.
So, Kimmy, did you know that there's a nurse from the hospital who didn't want to appear on the live? Said that the family was acting so vice versa.
I'm aware of that, but you see on social media, a lot of people come with fake news.
I was on the live.
That is no fake news. That is no fake news. That is the reason why them left from the private hospital forgot the public one, because nobody, unless you don't know what is the meaning of a... See it here? Look at my neck. You can see my neck? It's a private hospital. I'm going to do my neck. And I wouldn't give up that. I wouldn't give up that if I give me £1 million. If you left from a private hospital or a public hospital, nobody wouldn't do that. And because I'm going to go cut off the people with their own ignorant crocodile self, that's why them have to left the hospital. Not go so where them come talk about. And a sheer self left the hospital. Anybody who live, you could live a Caribbean or first world, you know, if you go to a private hospital, no amount of money nobody could have paid you if you left that private hospital go on public one, especially with the little baby.
Social media, a lot of people come with fake
I was on the live
and stuff like that. A lot of people come with, because people, I've seen people even comment that, oh, the incident happened on a Wednesday and they're sure, and people say, oh, they're sure and they're buried in backyard. So a lot of people come with a lot of stuff.
No, I'm
not true.
The nurse.
For real, Sammy. But Cammy, listen to me now. One question I never asked.
When did you report the matter to the police? When was he reported to the
The
police?
same night when they realized he didn't come home, because that's not Jayden.
Same night around what time?
I'm not sure what time, but once when she went home and she realized Jayden was not home, she went back.
All right, folks. Yes, so the nitty-gritty start. You remember, so that's what I tell you, she's a old wicked. You see this Kamisha? Kamisha forget her teeth, then pull one without any form of numbing of her gum. She forget them teeth, they pull out her mouth because she don't need them. She too wicked and lie. You see? Listen to that, you know. Listen to this now.
It's not about the clear now. So in them, I used to lock the phone. Yeah. And then you used to lock the phone. Yes. But when I come in and we check the phone, like, you understand? The phone lock. Yes. Call it up. Yeah. You know what else in there? Yeah. So, we drive out same time we pick up. We pick up a commentary. We pick up in daddy and the bigger brother. So we head back and go. Maybe, get no drive from Mandeville. Yes. And we head back to Mandeville. Before we reach Mandeville, we get a new post station. Yeah. We tell the police. We say, officer, we go yard, me see the little nephew in law. So, we go, oh, that after about much more than. No, man. I tell you early in about, say, 6:30, quarter to 7. You know, the same Friday. Oh, same Friday? Yeah.
6:30, quarter to 7. 6:30, quarter to 7. Kamisha just tell we say, Shanice reach at the hospital after 7 p.m. Shanice reach at the hospital after 7 p.m. This man I just said, he go report a Newport station 6:30, quarter to 7. And when Shanice reach at the hospital, Shanice see her father, her mother, and them are. So Mr. T go to the station and report it and go at the hospital. And then Shanice come and see her, but nobody had known then, so Jayden could not be found.
I'm not sure what time, but once when she went home and she realized Jayden was not home, she went back into town and they drive around searching, and then they reported the incident to the police.
So what time the uncle reached home?
2 persons saw Jayden. 1 person saw Jayden and...
You see that? The lady clearly asked her a question and she just divert from the question. Listen to this.
Asked Jayden. When she went home and she realized Jayden was not home, she went back into town and they drive around searching, and then they reported the incident to the police.
So what time the uncle reached home?
2 persons saw Jayden. 1 person saw Jayden and...
You hear how clear that lady was? You hear how clear? What? So what time the uncle reached home? And she wasn't talking when the lady asked the question, you know. She was not talking. So she said she had talk and she not hear. What time the uncle reached home? And she swerved it and tell about 2 persons to Jayden. Well, they might try to put this thing down in our head. Was that you, Lava? Right. The Lava there.
asked Jayden, if you're not aware of country people, everybody know everybody. Somebody saw Jayden and asked Jayden, like they would say, why you don't tell so late? And he said he was coming from cadet training. When my aunt called the school, cadet did not keep that day because it was raining. Another person
is it a case where he normally go cadet training and come home late on the evening then when he go cadet training?
He would have reached home later than normal when he go cadet.
Oh, because we know Mandeville, one time rain fall in Mandeville, where to say I will get in take taxi because I attend the church teachers college, so I'm familiar with the environment. So where to say I will get in take taxi when it's sometimes flooded. And if you live rural Manchester, sometimes it's difficult for you to get drive.
I was also wondering if probably take a wrong taxi or what, but taxi.
But why would you assume me to a wrong taxi?
No, I'm saying that's what going through my head. Like, why would you go to Pert Road, or if they had tried to walk out of the rain, but he actually walked into the rain.
But remember that Pert Road, based on my remembering, I see him stretch that the high school is on.
Yes. Remember, he went to school on Friday. His teacher
exactly, and you did say that he went to Mega Mart.
Right.
That I just outside the school.
Right. So is it a case where him a walk round,
alright, so Manchester High School has a front gate and a back gate. The back gate, the back gate would have landed him directly at him bus stop.
Right.
Yes. So he was seen at, I'm not sure which gate he exit the school from when school over enough, but the last footage pick him up at Mega Mart. Leaving Mega Mart, he went inside Mega Mart and come out with them. He did not purchase anything or nothing. So he went.
So when he come up outside Mega.
You see, that's what she said? And she left out the most significant thing, Yeah, when she said he did not purchase anything and reggae. She left out the most important part. When they saw the footage of him in Megamart, he was looking for someone. He was walking around in a Megamart looking for someone. And you can see that he didn't find who he was looking for. So he picked up his bag and put him on him back. And that the camera showed them. And she never said that.
Which one an exit he used? He
went right up to Pert Road. He walked up to Pert Road.
That's what I mean, the back gate.
No, Mega Mart. We're not talking about the school. That was
but remember, Mega Mart have an exit. I don't know if that's
to the back.
They have an exit at the back too.
Yes. The mother of the baby wants not force the other to the box.
Alright, you brace on yourself now. You see the whole line now coming here now. You brace on yourself. Guys, anybody turn up, sit down, because they are sitting here. They may argument will make you drop down. So anybody will turn up, sit down now. Your line now coming now. You hear from the crocodile later now. So you brace on yourself now. And yes, a wickedness start. Heights of wickedness start here, so.
She's added. She's on here.
The mother of the baby?
I don't know how to use it. Oh.
You
hear me? Okay.
I think he went to school, but I don't know Chin.
I am Shani. And Kami is my cousin. And everything that she's saying is correct because Kami is like a sister. Both mothers go very close.
So everybody, Kami is my cousin, and everything Kami is saying she is correct. So when Kami said the footage in Megamart was after 4, and the mother said the footage in Megamart is 3:49. That means to say the mother tell a lie. The old crocodile tell a lie. The old crocodile are all wicked and liar. Because Kamisha said it is after 4. And the crocodile said it is 3:49. So the moral of the story is, let me tell you something. As much as we are give them so much leeway with the time does matter in our seriousness like this. Time does matter. Okay? So for anybody who don't know, time does matter in our serious things like this. Because unaliving is one of the most serious case or crime on this planet. Unaliving is not a simple thing, it's a serious thing. And she said everything what Kami say is 100% true. So the fact that Tommy didn't know Cammy didn't know what time the school over. When the lady asked her if it's 3 o'clock, she said yes, about that time. And she never had a clue before what time the school over. And that's true, because the hyena says, yes,
like a sister. Both mothers go very close together. Everybody go very close together. So as these things happen, I message her immediately. Hey, this is what happened. Because whenever she takes care of Zaire, sometimes when she was here, when she's visiting me, so it's like always providing that information. So it's always updating her. So as much as guys are asking, oh, she's writing off a script or something, literally, Kamisha is being told every inch of the way what's happening. The person that talk about the fact that the child get through a hospital, I can show you the messages every hour. Mr. Mommy, we not get through yet. Mommy, them not soon yet. And that is what grew me so angry and upset, because I'm like, the child went to her Greece. They do have a copy of the X-ray. Why is it that they're not seeing him as yet? Why is it taking so long? He's in pain. He's there. Why is he not taking?
So you hear when she just said look while? I wonder if anybody up on the live here she just said look while. So all of the people where I say and this and that, when you hear when she just said look while? Did anybody hear what she just said look while? Listen.
In so long. Look, talk about the fact that the child get through a hospital. I can show you the messages every hour. Mr. Mommy, we not get through yet. Mommy, them not soon yet. And that is what grew me so angry and upset, because I'm like, the child went to her Greece. They do have a copy of the X-ray. Why is it that they're not seeing him as yet?
You hear what she just said look while? You hear what she just said look while? So all of the people where run them mouth, where uno say Al Green or Al Grieve, whatever, never know. So you see who know more than the old hyena. All of the people where say Al Green never know, and them send the baby go over public. We got to X-ray all of this sitting. So basically what uno tell me say, uno know more than Shanice. Uno know more than the baby mother. Cause uno not assume like me. Uno know. And Shanice just talk out her mouth. Say Al Green have a copy of the X-rays. Unless uno know more than she, me can't argue with uno. Cause uno know more than Shanice.
Why is it that they're not? And that is what grew me so angry and upset, because I'm like, the child went to her Greece. They do have a copy of the X-ray. Why is it that they're not seeing?
So this is the first hospital that she went to, the private hospital. That's where they have a copy of the X-ray at that hospital there. And you're telling me now, right? Al Green or what Al Grieve is a what you call it, a private hospital with a copy of the X-ray, and then they look on the X-ray. She says a 2-year-old female broke, and if you take this thing, approach this thing with caution. Okay.
Him as yet. Why is it taking so long? He's in pain. He's there. Why is he not taking so long? Look here, as Kami said, I literally booked a ticket with both of us. The plan was to meet me at Mobile with the child, and I'm leaving. That was the plan.
All right. Stop this a little bit. She said the plan was to meet her at Mobile with the child, right? The plan was to meet her at Mobile with the child. Okay? So now, if the plan was to meet her at Mobile with the child, where the bus system name of Jamaica? Where the bus system? Don't add. Where the bus system name of Jamaica? Knoxford. So you're telling me she's gonna take Knoxford is gonna meet her with the baby at the airport? Is it Knoxford gonna meet her with the baby at the airport? Listen to this, you know. Remember, I said she never knows, so she can't care about the baby when she left America and come to Jamaica, you know. See? So Knoxford was going to bring him back because she said Knoxford she can come home. And when she fly to Jamaica, she never knows that the baby can come back. Right? She never knows that the baby can come back. So she fly come to Jamaica, contact Knoxford to Mandeville.
I'm leaving. That was why is he not taking so long? Look here, as Camille said, I literally booked a ticket with both of us. The plan was to meet me at Mobile with the child, and I'm leaving.
So who was gonna meet her at Mobile with the child? Knoxford? No. Who was meant to meet her at the airport with the child? And the person when they were meant to meet her at the airport, I got same one pick her up in the first place.
That was the plan.
Okay.
When I got to Jamaica, I was told that she cannot leave because he'd have to be air ambulance. People talking about here that I'm rich and I have money. If I had money, my baby would not be in Jamaica. The only reason why he went to Jamaica was because his father went to training and I would not have any help in the US. Yes, dear.
Alright. So, you said his stream got damaged, right?
Yes.
Did you contact the airline to ask if they would have accepted him on the flight?
Well, first of all, the doctors were saying that it was not a good idea because of the pressure. It would cause more pain for him.
How long is the flight?
It doesn't matter how long the flight is. Just once you go above ear, because once you go above ear, they were concerned about the pressure on the leg. Be reminded, based on the position of where the fracture is, it's a leg that could not be splintered for travel. I would probably have to get like 3 seats to be able to accommodate him.
Alright, listen to me why I'm answering this question. When I came from England, right? What brought me back to Jamaica was that I went rock climbing and I fell for six.
I know what, I go forward the part, but hear this now. I'm part of one catch here, so. I not really like when the host ask so much questions that I bring in herself. She should not do that. She should let she make she talk. But watch her now. There's a part when I'm trying to figure out where she coming from. And then drop a question to ask her how long it will take for the flight. But she's so clever and smart. She swerved that question there. She, like a Lewis Hamilton on her field.
And I landed on one foot and I damaged it. They were in the fact that I would need to say we would not agree with you with your decision to fly. These are the medical case, they are the American.
Somebody said that.
Yes. But for me now, what they did, I had multiple things done. So I had something that my foot was put in something similar to a spleen that allows it to not move beyond like. England is a bigger space than that part.
Yes.
When you want to get
doctors would not sign off. I would have to.
I don't watch your comment. Then what I want to ask you, Shanique, is it a case where Jayden was at any given point blamed for the accident?
Let me tell you, at no point in time, and this is what people fail to understand. I guess it's typical to think, oh yeah, the baby dropped, yes, they're going to be blamed. At no point in time, I have my messages from my mom. At no point in time did I say, where Jayden really do. He simply said he was staying, again, they were in 2 separate rooms. So my mom was in her bedroom, Jayden and the baby was in the living room playing. So she just heard the crying and then just rushed to him.
So was Jayden and the baby alone in the living room?
In the living room, correct.
Well on there. Give me 1 second there. When the road is called upon yonder, I'll be there. Oh, when the road is called up yonder, when I'll be there when you call, I'll be there.
Since you want me answer, give the question.
No, come here. Come listen to this, you know. So, somebody is telling lies. The only thing is this, I don't know who is telling the lies. So, right now, I am going to zip it and make them talk to you. Hold on.
Correct. Messages from my was in the living room playing. So she just heard the crying and then just rushed to him.
So it was Jayden and the baby alone in the living room?
In the living room, correct.
So who is there to say that when the baby jumped, Jayden dodged?
Who can say that?
Listen.
Pull up! Wheel and come again. My selector, massive and crew.
Alright, listen now. The grandmother said she tell Jayden say she must careful. He must careful next time. Yes, that is what she tell him. Listen now. The youth mother, the 2-year-old mother said she get a call and here said the baby drop off on the bed. And a baby drop off man. One drop off. In the dip on the settee, him jump off of the settee and jump on Jayden. Jayden move and then him drop and broke the femur bone.
All right. Can somebody explain what just happened as a little while to me? Is there anybody in this chat can explain what just take place to me? In my ears? Because you are telling me the mother for the child and the auntie for the child nobody knows what happened to the baby. Now it's alleged that Demar was at the shop. So you're telling me that Demar stay at the shop and make this story up. Let me play it again, Phil. No.
Who can they were in 2 separate rooms. So my mom was in her bedroom, Jayden and the baby was in the living room playing. So she just heard the crying and then just rushed to him.
So it was Jayden and the baby alone in the living room?
In the living room, correct.
So who is there to say that when the baby jumped, Jayden dodged?
Who can say that?
Listen. See, here's the auntie.
Who is that? Demar?
Yes,
It is me.
So, all right. You see, because said Demar no say, I lie, Demar tell you. See how Demar cut the thing right there, so look while I'm bringing the auntie. Demar never say, see me mama here, you know. Demar not even say, see me mama here, the old crocodile. He never said that. He said, come see the auntie here. Auntie can't lie your way out of this because you tell me, say, the little boy jump off a bed and jump off sofa and jump off foot and broken head back and broken foot. A Demar. So, this is not what me, Miss Carlson, is saying. This is what these reptiles are saying. So, therefore, anybody will have a problem with what I am explaining, please, I'm asking in the name of the Most High, go and take it up with these reptiles. I am going to play it again.
Okay. Hear the crying and then just rush to him.
So it was Jayden and the baby alone in the living room?
In the living room, correct.
So who is there to say that when the baby jumped, Jayden dodged?
Who can say that?
Listen. See, here's the auntie.
Who is that? Demar?
Yes,
It is me, Shani.
Okay.
All right, now. Hold on. Where you go? Sit down where you there. I teach me a bit and teach you. Don't sit down one there. Where you go? Sit down one there. All right. Ready again? Ready up again? Catch a parter. Let me tell you something. Right now, I not say nothing, I just a hum. So, me say, anybody have a problem with what me I play, please to go and take it up with all of these reptiles. You understand? New chapter, me I go skip the Bible now, come.
Yes, and you nurture him, and you are the head of the house. So it's not unlikely for you, and then He don't feel the one who more proud of because he fast test. One enough look you to have father and mother that fast test. So, yes or no?
I'm sure so. So that they come to watch TV. Either that the dog shit on the work. And when you come in, you put some curry chicken. You come in, you put the rice yet. And when hear the baby ball up, I say, what happened? So my wife run out of your room and come and ask Jayden what happened. Jayden said drop on his leg. But nobody never say Jayden say him drop on him. You understand?
You know, hear it? This apartheid, this is very interpersonal. No? This apartheid I want to hear, you know. Because this is just so the crocodile run out of the room, ask Jayden what happened, you know. So I want to tell me if you know I hear this car. This apartheid, I'm turn up every device in the house. You know I hear it? Come again.
So when she out of your room and come and ask Jayden what happened, Jayden said drop on his leg. But nobody never say Jayden say him drop on him. You understand? So when she did know, she was saying, Jayden, me tell you say, you're big boy, you're 12-year-old. So me expect you to watch a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. So.
Alright, listen to that part you know. Listen to your son now.
Yes, it is me, Shani.
Okay.
Who can say that?
Listen. See, here's the auntie.
Hold on.
Jayden and the baby was in the living room playing.
So you hear, listen, my reverse a bit and you know what me I try to explain to you say. See? Listen.
You just hear the crying and then just rush to him.
So it was Jayden and the baby alone in the living room?
In the living room, correct.
So who is there to say that when the baby jumped, Jayden dodged?
Who can say that?
Listen. See, here's the auntie.
Who is that, Damar?
Yes,
it is me, Shani.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Grandma.
Good evening, Mommy.
Right. So, I have it up to my neck. Right now, I have it up to my neck.
Yes. You should have a piece of rope up to your neck. You don't have nothing up to your neck yet. You should have a noose around your neck. But you have it up to your neck if you're a crocodile.
You see, whatever all the persons are saying, as Kamisha said, there's no evidence of what persons are saying.
You know what I say, Bella? That sound like something that you're saying. I wonder if I am the woman that climbed up that said the persons are saying there's no evidence. That just sound like somebody repeat your phrase, you know, Bella. Why do man go say like what you say? But person are saying there's no evidence. Why that sounds so familiar to me?
Here and Jayden alone was in the living room. I was in my bedroom at the time. When I heard the baby cry, I thought he was laughing. So I didn't pay it any mind. But when I hear him scream out again, I rushed to the living room and I pick him up. I saw him on the floor. Honestly, I couldn't tell you that Jayden was behind Zaire, sideways Zaire, because I was frightened when I saw the baby. And
hold on. When I try to tell me, say the White House, Jayden did inner. So she don't know if Jayden upon the west wing or the east wing or the north wing. At White House, I saw that house big. Alright. Hold on.
Grown in pain. And Jayden alone was in the living room. I was in my bedroom at the time.
What you say?
The baby cried, I thought persons are saying. Zaire and Jayden alone was in the living room. I was in my bedroom at the time. When I heard the baby cry, I thought he was laughing. So I didn't pay it any mind. But when I hear him scream out again, I rushed to the living room and I pick him up. I saw him on the floor. Honestly, I couldn't tell you that Jayden was behind Zaire, sideways Zaire, because I was frightened when I saw the baby on the ground in pain. So when you rushed the baby, hold on, mommy, when you rushed into the room, where was Jayden?
She just
As I said, I couldn't tell because I was so frightened when I saw the baby on the ground screaming in pain. I couldn't tell if Jayden was left, right, or center. I only grabbed up the baby and I rushed to my room with the baby.
What based on your recollection of things, right? Okay, you grab up the baby, right? You heard the cry first, and you thought it was a laugh. Then when you hear the phone again, the pain, then you
listen to the mathematics.
When you rush to the living room, you pick up the baby. After you
listen, hello, me I mute your mommy. Hello, me take you down off my life. Hold on, hello, me ignorant, body no my friend. Make the lady talk, you can't talk for her, make she talk. But you say
make she talk first, then ask.
No, I mean,
alright, so
don't ask the question. We're really here as much as we've been heard here in that, we're not having our presence on social media, and it's simply because of the fact that we have been getting so much backlash and we don't feel to come out and say anything because nobody's believing what we're saying. So we're here to answer the questions because we're finally here. When Kami came out first, I was like, if they're not aggressive at you, then I'll come. But I'm not here for our family is not a confrontational family, and nobody can ever say that we ever in a fight or cuss with anybody. That's not us. So Mathematics can go ahead and ask the question that she was trying to get to mommy so that she can actually answer. Because that is what we are here for.
No, she tell the lady that she go in the room. You have to make the lady talk for herself.
No, she wasn't saying that. She was just trying to create the situation and try to figure out what happened next. I understand it. Yeah, so I'm okay with her asking the question because that is what we are here for.
Okay, so can I go ahead now?
Narcos, hold on, mommy. Alright, go ahead, mommy.
Right. So as I was saying, when I came out and saw Zaire crying, as I said, I couldn't tell whether Jayden was at the back or the front or the side of Zaire. I saw the baby on the ground, crunching to his leg or holding on to his leg and screaming like hell. So I pick him up. And when I pick him up, I realize that he's crying even more. So I rushed to my room with him and put him on the bed. When I tried to put him down, I realized he was screaming even more. I even said to myself, I wonder if he'll break him back. I called to Jayden from my room and said, Jayden, what happened to Zaire? Jayden repeat to me.
Pull up! Wheel!
Officer, Jayden, me tell you, say, that big boy, you're 12-year-old. Nobody never say Jayden, say, I can drop money. You understand? So, when she didn't know, she was saying, Jayden, me tell you, say, that big boy, you're 12-year-old. So, me expect him to watch a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. Officer, Jayden, no, man, I don't from, we take him from there. Oh, so, what do you say, officer? The money.
I said, Jayden, what? To put him down, I realized he was screaming even more. I even said to myself, I wonder if he'll break him back. I called to Jayden from my room and said, Jayden, what happened to Zaire? Jayden repeat to me and said, Auntie Paula, Jayden, Zaire fell and hit his leg. I called to my husband immediately and I said to him, something happened to Zaire.
Like a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. So, when she didn't know, she was saying, Jayden, me tell you, say, that big boy, you're 12-year-old. So, me expect him to watch a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. Officer, Jayden, no, man, I don't from, we take him from there. Oh, so, what do you say, officer? The man, mother. Oh, so, man, abandoned him? No. What really happened is that, they two a female wife, twin brother. I Jayden daddy. Not never really I want to Jayden.
So more have to ask, guys, because we have 3 occurrences now. Okay, we have 3 occurrences. So we have one that says the baby jump off of the sofa, jump on Jayden move and him broke in femur bone. And we have one say she don't know what happened to the baby. So how much baby did get hurt? You don't know how much baby? I could listen more into the interview, yeah.
Something happened to Zaire, and I don't know how serious it is, and we need to rush him to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, that is when I called my daughter to let her know that something happened to Zaire. I even took the picture of Zaire's leg in the car and sent it to my daughter. Zaire's leg was also on Jayden's foot because Zaire, me, and Jayden was at the back of the car. You understand? When I...
So you see how, alright. You don't see which far we reach now? You don't see how far we reach? You don't see how far we reach now, right? So we're reaching at the car, you know. We're reaching at the car. I go to the hospital with the baby. Right? We reach in at the car, at the hospital, going to the hospital with the baby.
And since you want me answer, give the question, let me answer. That's you tell Jayden saying play too much. Yeah, that's the only thing me tell him too much. That's the only thing me tell him. Alright, listen now. The grandmother said she tell Jayden say she must careful. He must careful next time. Yes, that is what she tell him. Listen now. The you mother, the 2-year-old mother said she get a call and here said the baby jump off of the bed. And a baby jump off of one jump off. In the dip on the city, him jump over the city and jump on Jayden. Jayden move and then him jump and broke the femur bone. But I first me I hear that saying jump on Jayden. Never hear that. Yeah, I first me hear that. Because alright, the first story will come out till Jayden left with the baby. To look over the baby and when your mother come back, in confined out to the baby foot broke. But she never talked to Jayden hard. That's what she said. When the police say she never talked to him hard. Feel like Jayden feel like say him he and no farmer. He will get no farmer punishment. The thing is people now believe, you know, because true is it.
So but if he was in the living room, it would make sense. It's a sofa he fell from. Yes, and that is 100% right. So also, if you're in a living room, you can jump off of the coffee table too. No coffee table in there. If you're in a living room, you could jump off of a coffee table. And if you as a mother, if you as the mother in the house, and you cannot use your initiative like what you just used for your initiative and say she in the front room and jump off her sofa. So if the mother and the auntie can use for them initiative and say, okay, you jump off her sofa and jump on Jayden. So because in the living room, you have to jump on Jayden too. So that's because him in the living room and jump on Jayden as well. It's just ironic that in a living room, so him have to jump off of the sofa, not the coffee table, and he have to jump on Jayden because Jayden full of the whole of the living room. That's what you tell me? Talk to me good. I find it a bit different that the mother for the baby and the old crocodile auntie, none of them could use them initiative. Because even you, the writer, so can use for your initiative and say, well, in our front room, that besides it true because in our front room in the path of sofa. So all the thing in the front room is sofa. Most baby climb up on the table in the middle in the house. Most baby. Apart from Spider-Man.
I went to the hospital. I went to Hargreaves first. The justice I got at Hargreaves, I was not satisfied. So we left with the letter to go to Mandeville.
You hear that? The justice, when them get to Hargreaves, she never satisfied. So she left. The baby in so much amount of pain and all of these things where you say, can you think the baby back the duck? And you left Hargreave. You left. Remember now? You left with the letter. So in order for you to get a letter at Hargreave, you have to speak to somebody. You will have to speak to somebody in Hargreave to get a letter. Because you can't just go in a Hargreave or so and wait and just find a letter on the floor. It's not going to work. You understand? So you're at a private hospital with your baby. And you cuss off the people and left after you know so this baby now one whole heap of pain. Now, tell me, before man and God, which other mother or father in this chat, we're going to go to a hospital with a baby and don't know what to your baby about in a plane. And you there one hospital where you can get through. No, she didn't see the doctor. She find the letter on the floor. She never see any doctor in Hargreave. She find the letter on the floor. The letter was right in the... I am telling you. I see when she pick up the letter, you know. The letter was right at the table, you know, the two magazines there, at the left foot. That's where the letter was. And she find it right there, so. And I saw her pick up the letter. The letter was right at the table. You know where the magazine in there, and her left foot, her right side, so. That's where she pick up the letter that she bring to the public because no doctor had seen the baby to give her that letter. So that's why she vexed and take up herself with the broken femur and go all the way over to public. No, she find a letter. And it's just ironic that no other patient don't find a letter in the hospital apart from the old crocodile.
I was not satisfied. So we left with the letter to go to Mandeville. I was there until Minister...
Elizabeth, I saw her when she found the letter under the table. It was right under the table. She picked up the letter and find it.
12 before Zaire name called for me to go back inside. I called how many times? I said, imagine, it's a baby and the
That
baby
was just
is
to be registered, not to be seen, just registered.
Not to be seen, enough to be registered after 12. I called to a lady.
You hear that? You hear what going on this a little while? You hear what going on this a little while? You hear what going on this a little while? Remember, you know, she get a letter. She get a letter from Hargreave, you know, so it's clearly that most of you guys believe in this chat that she has spoken to somebody over Hargreave in order to get the letter. So she left that surety there and go over have them over here, so I head to public with the baby now in our excruciating pain till after 12. This was not my word, oh. This was not my word.
I called how many times? I said, imagine, it's a baby and the
That
baby
was just
is
to be registered, not to be seen, just registered.
Not to be seen, enough to be registered after 12.
So, after 12 in Jamaica, it's after 12 in America, ain't it? And I would like to assume that the mother for the baby was still in America this time here. Because she's been texting back and forth and I don't think she can text on the plane. So what time did the mother left America for come? Because
I called to a lady who was at customer care desk. And I said to her, imagine I am here from Hargreave with a letter with the baby. And nobody seen the baby. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital. Can you imagine that? And the baby was in...
What she mean in there, you know, so when the lady said to her, say it's not a baby hospital. The people, they never mean to say it's not a picnic hospital, you know. They mean to say it's not a little baby one, it's a big hospital. So she get that the part they wrong too. And the people, they never mean to say, I know place where you carry kids go. They must have says a whole of staff you take for it, because it's a big hospital, it's not a little baby hospital. So that's why she get this wrong. She need, I know that the people they mean. The people they mean to say it's a big, massive hospital. So you have to go wait your turn.
Pain. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital.
It's a big hospital, it's not a baby one.
And I could not not move. I want to use the bathroom and I could not move.
Okay, bear this in mind what she just said, quiet. So we are 28 minutes and 53 seconds. She said she wanted to use the bathroom and she could not move. She wanted to use the bathroom and she could not move. 28 minutes and 53 seconds.
And I never get through until minutes after 5 the next morning when they said that after we got through, we get inside and they sent me to do an x-ray because when the doctor saw Zaire, she said to me, this is not looking good. She said, bring him into the room, let we examine him. When she pulled the baby pampers, she called a next doctor and said, it seems like the baby broke some bone. And she write up the x-ray paper immediately and she sent me to the x-ray. It was me and my husband that was there because my husband was still there with me.
So, you want to piss or you want to use the bathroom till you could not move. And you are here just 28 minutes and 53 seconds. And by the time you reach at 29 minutes and 26 seconds, you have to come back and tell me, say, you and your husband, this was the first or second. You know what happened? You can't bother, no. You can't bother. After 12, when she said, I argue with her about the public now. Because she done customer for Al Green already. So Al Green now have nothing to do with that crocodile. So we are talking about the hospital where she there. And she has said, it's not me. And she said, after 12, when they no call her Ray, she said she could move. She wanted to use the bathroom and she could not move. That is, we don't need to write down the time when me I tell you now. And by time 1 minute and so in the same interview, she said she and her husband was there all the time because her husband never left.
And he was the one who took the baby. When she pulled the baby pampers, she called a next doctor.
Because the baby
said, it seems like
the baby could not fit in Mr. T hand. Mr. T has some little tiny hands and Mr. T don't have any elbow. So the baby could not fit in his hand. That's why she couldn't give the baby to Mr. T and go and use the bathroom. And I was there and I see when Mr. T, the baby could not fit in Mr. T hand. I was standing right there. I was standing right at the left part of the corner. You understand? Right at public. And if you go and check the CCTV, you will see that I stood right there. And the baby could not fit in Mr. T's hand. And this is the thing, guys, when I come here and I'm telling you the truth, you like see that looking at my face and feel like a joke me make. I am serious. The baby could not fit in Mr. T's hand. And that is the reason why Mr. T could not have all the baby and so let she go and use the bathroom. He couldn't have do it. Mr. T doesn't have any elbow on his hand right here, so. Have you seen Mr. T?
Doctor and said it seems like the baby broke some bone and she write up the x-ray paper immediately and she sent me to the x-ray. It was me and my husband that was there because my husband was still there with me and he was the one who took the baby. Jayden and Demar was in the car on the outside of the hospital sleeping.
Oh, they went with you? Okay.
Yes, all of them went with me because normally when we go we don't leave anybody.
Okay, good.
And we went to the x-ray, we get the x-ray done, and I went back in because they would send the report to the doctor by this.
Me tell you no say. Hold on. Let me see if nobody I look. Wait. No, come here. You remember this morning when me tell you no say, cock, mouth kill cock. Oh no, say the water in the cock head. We don't want nobody in the For You page can I hear what we are discussing over here. But remember, cock, mouth kill cock. You hear? And that's why the water in the cock head. Listen to this.
Scream then, so you would have to bring. And we went to the x-ray, we get the x-ray done, and I went back in because they would send the report to the doctor by the scream then. So you would have to bring the paper itself to the doctor. So when she looked at it, she said to me that the baby bone break. And I was sent back again to sit in the seat. Went with me. some bone, and she write up the x-ray paper immediately, and she sent me to the x-ray. It was me and my husband that was there, because my husband was still there with me, and he was the one who took the baby. Jayden and Demar was in the car on the outside of the hospital sleeping.
Oh, they went with you? Okay.
Yes, all of them went with me, because normally when we're going out, we don't leave anybody.
Okay, good.
All right. Normally when we're going out, we don't leave anybody. Jayden finished school 2:30. So we're going to say Jayden finished school 3 p.m. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That are 5 hours. That is 5 hours. Nobody know where Jayden is or was, according to what they're saying. JT? So, when you come on national TV, I tell you say nobody will leave behind. You did not have to say that. But because you're trying to assassinate the little boy character and try to make your old crocodile family them look good, you keep on doing it and you keep on digging a hole for you and your family, and you don't realize that's what you have been doing. Because the public ain't got nothing to do with it. I won't say. I know the piece of KFC chicken when you go buy the file on nobody and the words will come out of the mouth. Because I know we don't know if the KFC chicken on near me or not. And I want to eat the file on nobody. Is the words from your mouth. Because you don't want to come and blame the public like say we attack for Uno. We're not talking for Uno, we're just analyzing what you guys are saying. The unnecessary details we Uno have to use for try to pretty up things more than how we pretty. That messing up. Because Uno do a perfect crime and Uno get away with it. Uno almost get away with it. You're telling you that Uno almost get away with it.
You went with me. Because normally when we going out, we don't leave anybody.
Okay, good.
And we went to the x-ray, we get the x-ray done, and I went back in because they would send the report to the doctor by the screen then. So you would have to bring the paper itself to the doctor. So when she looked at it, she said to me that the baby bone break. And I was sent back again to sit in the seat again until minutes after 6.
But you hear the ignorance in her voice, you hear the arrogance in her, and I was sent back again to go sit in the seat. Crocodile, how you left the private hospital? How you take up your crocodile self and crawl across the road over to public? So when you come and moan and a complain and a groan for? How you do it? You're going to come on with the take up and tell us left the public, left the private. Are you? So when you come, you hear the arrogance in her voice? You hear the aggressiveness, and me was sent back to the seat again. Are you old crocodile? Are you? Cause the baby feel endure unnecessary further pain that when the baby already in already.
When they said to me that they're going to admit the baby, it was about maybe 5:30 some minutes to 6 that my husband said to me he's going to leave because remember the kids are going to school.
Alright, we'll not come here again. 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning, right? 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning the baby been admitted. Now, I would like to think when you've been admitted, whether man, boy or girl, when you've been admitted, right? Chances should be you're gonna get a bed soon. Right? When you're admitted, you're gonna get a bed soon. I remember, listen to this part of the interview. Listen to this part of the interview. Because I don't know if a fool them fool or a dumb them dumb or them just downright arrogant. I don't know. But listen to this part.
He's going to leave because remember the kids are going to school. I said, okay, when you go home, let them are ready and come down that he can help me with the baby that I can go to the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom. Them are came down.
Alright. So, yeah, her husband, she tell that, you know. She's telling her husband that when she go home, make Demar come back at the hospital so Demar can come help her with the baby so she can go and use the loo. No. If she wanted to pee there and then, you don't think she should tell Mr. T say, well, baby, let me go pee? Even if she wanted to do a number 5. You don't think she could have tell Mr. T say, holy baby, let me go do a little number 5 or so? It seems as if say she a plan for pee or go defecate in the next 4 hours. She's planning ahead. So that is the reason why she can't tell and say bring back them her, because me a plan ahead and probably 2.5 hours from now, me go want go pee, so me go want them her come help me with the baby. Because surely if you want to go to use the bathroom there and then when the husband was there, you tell the husband say, go and look for the baby, me go use the bathroom before you go away. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to say? Well, let's say Jamaica. Miller. Let's say Jamaica and Jamaica. No nurse now come hold the picnic for you. That them tell me when me ask a question, they say, hold on. You gonna tell me say I saw Jamaican then corrupt and evil that a baby, a 2-year-old baby in our hospital and not even one nurse would have said make them hold that baby for you go use the bathroom. They say Jamaica. So me nobody say nothing. They say Jamaica, brother. They say eternal Father, bless our wicked land. And that then tell me what I said. But anyway, no, you are telling me now, say, you are going to take a little boy out of school for the whole day after the baby already admitted. Remember now, the little boy already look like female tough. So he needs to get all evening class in a school. I look like female very tough. So you are going to take him out of school one whole day just to come help you with the baby if you go to bathroom. So now you understand it's a trend. And the same thing she do with Jayden and have Jayden look at a 2-year-old baby. Because you see. Okay, my darling. Okay. So you're telling me now, right? You're telling me now that
I came down, I called my husband when he reached home and
no. She said Demar came down, right? She said Demar came down. Morning, Chrissy. She just stated that Demar came down. How did Demar came down? Because listen to this now. In the morning, remember, Mr. T said Demar gone to the pastor gone juke goat. Gone look about goat. Right? Demar gone over there so gone juke goat. Right? Now, Jayden allegedly Demar never see Jayden, you know. Demar never see Jayden. Demar say in cook breakfast and Jayden was in the bathroom when he might go over the goat bush. Right? Now, Mr. T state that he went and dropped Jayden by the taxi stand. He turned the other way to go and do his work. Right? So, I am saying simply this. If the mother did urgently need to use the bathroom, as where she claims that she couldn't move, then Mr. T would have did in a ASAP kind of thing to pick up the man from the yard for bring him back to the hospital. Don't you guys think so? This is my name, darling. Thank you. If that was the case and them are have to rush back to the hospital to go and help his mother with the baby, I would like to assume that It'd be a ASAP kind of thing, like, so you pick up Jayden, them are, you're running back down the hospital, but left him down there. But everybody know, according to Mr. T, that was not the case. That was not the case, because Mr. T dropped off them Jayden, and then he went the other side to go and do his work. So the mama said, the crocodile just said, Demar, come down. So when did Demar come down? What time did Demar come down? And you know what's funny? You know what next thing I want for bring to no attention? You know what next thing I want for bring to no attention? After that, you know, we have, Chrissy, thank you so much, my darling. We have heard nothing about Demar throughout that whole day. So you are telling me, right? You guys gonna look into my face and tell me, say, Demar was at the hospital whole living long day. Is that what you're telling me? Demar was at the hospital for the whole entire day. Because if the mother state that Demar come back down, right? We have not heard about Demar in no other interview until the mother was leaving the hospital in the night. When the mother said she tried to call Jayden, and Demar said to him, Mommy, don't call Jayden straight because he no put no credit on him phone and him phone lock. So call him on WhatsApp. That's I go through every single interview on the app. And I have not seen one other comment about Demar throughout that whole day. So Demar come back down, and this hospital don't have no visiting hours, so Demar can go sit down in the hospital with the mother and the baby that has been admitted for the whole day. You talk to me now, man. Talk to me now. If me I go off a check, you tell me say me I go off a check, you know. Chrissy, thank you, my darling. And the next thing we want to call on attention to as well. Notice through the whole of this situation right here, so right now. Want to notice one thing. Demar and Jayden never in at the same place at the same time. You notice that? When the baby and Jayden in the room, ironically, Demar that shop. When Jayden get ready for class school in the morning, Demar never see Jayden because he was in the bathroom. So you're going to tell me, say, you have two children in the yard, and 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, right? You have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old in the yard, and you tell me how many parents can say you have 2 or 3 or 4 children in the yard in the morning, where one can get ready and come out of the house and don't see the other sibling them. You come and tell me that. The only time they have placed Jayden together with Demar is when they were supposed to allegedly be sleeping in the car. Apart from that, they've never been at the same place at the same time. So them are 2 little boy I always say they live loving, and they Demar saying bring him all over the gaff and all over the place. It's just unfortunately that right through this whole situation, Demar and Jayden I never make 4 yet. But yet still, Demar can come on national TV can tell we say Jayden jump off of the sofa. No, sorry, I apologize. Hold on.
Only thing me tell you. Alright, listen now. The grandmother said she tell Jayden say she must careful. They must careful next time. Yes, that is what she tell him. Listen now. The you mother, the 2-year-old mother said she get a call and here said the baby chop off of the bed. And a baby chop off of one chop off. In the dip on the city, him jump off of the city and jump on Jayden. Jayden move and then him chop and broke the femur bone.
And he was at the shop, allegedly. He was alleged to be at the shop when the baby was in the front house with Jayden. And the mother for the baby and the crocodile just state it was Jayden and the baby alone in the front room. And she state she don't know who can say the baby jump off our sofa. So, tell me what's up. Tell me what's up because I am trying to figure this out and I can't. Guys, don't send any requests, guys. Come send any requests, come talk, come talk. Come send any requests.
I came down, I called my husband when he reached home and I said to him, no, he called me and asked me how much is Jayden's lunch. My husband cooked the morning when he went up back and give Jayden cooked food to go to school. 6:30 they left the house and they went out the road. And my husband carried kids to school, so he dropped Jayden at the roadside at the shop and went to the opposite direction to pick up his kids to bring to the school.
Blessing, greetings.
Greetings. Me have two things to say right away. Now hear you, Tiger, now hear you.
Now hear me?
Now hear you. Just now hear you now. Me have two things to say right away. If Jayden, if the baby jump on Jayden, there's no way Jayden could have moved because the baby would have depend him already. The baby never jumped towards Jayden for Jayden move. The baby jump on Jayden. So that means the baby reach Jayden. So he jump on him, he dip on him, he drop. By the time he say Jayden then catch him, hold on to him when he reach him. So the baby jump on Jayden, he drop a ground. Jayden have his tablet in his hand and play with it. So Jayden then in no position to catch him. So he drop a ground. Alright, them are never left the yard because them are say if Mr. T couldn't do Jayden nothing because he did that the yard. So that means that them are ain't go nowhere. Them are that the yard until we up in the day. Because Mr. T couldn't do Jayden nothing because me them are did dead. So them are never go back to hospital when mother day. Them are there in yard until whatever happen. No hospital. That is why he couldn't mention leaving back the hospital. And when she come home and I call, him a tell her that because he was still basically go and come back under the yard. Everything done, he was at the home. He saw everything, he know everything.
Everything.
Listen keenly. Everything. So he was at the home for the whole day for the planning how it going to take place. Exactly. That is why you could have said to yourself, say, they bring them Shani pick up Jayden and bring back Jayden home. But then I look for Shani that yard. Because the community don't know of Shani that yard. Which part of the yard there, Shani can go down at the yard and nobody no know. Because the car can't drive go right down at the yard. So then carry Jayden in the house and then do what they want to do with him. They're done and the car drive out back. She pick him up at Mandeville. She pick him up at the taxi stand, somewhere in the taxi stand area. She take him to Mandeville. From Mandeville to home. Then do what them are do. Demar was right there with his sister 24/7. He never go back at the hospital. None at all. Because him himself, again, me go repeat it, say, in one of the clip, say, Mr. T couldn't do Jayden nothing because he was there. So you reach out or you go back to the hospital, that means you're disobedient, you never go back where your mother say you have to come. So that means your mother piss up and shit up herself. Because me know if a child admit and gone down a children ward, why you have to hold him and nurse now in charge of him. Them are going to put on cast on him, them are going to do what them are do. You don't have nothing to do with him no more, he admit. And I like it in the waiting area, wait for see the doctor. He's now seal and sign over to the hospital. It's not your responsibility anymore to have him. Because the children ward big and no have no whole heap of picnic put on in a passage like up a big ward. The children ward have ample amount of bed to receive him. So you don't have no reason to have him in your hand for the whole day until him mother move him, carry him go to different hospital. You admit, the doctor them now call the porter come and then transfer him to the children ward. It done. So I just turn up and look. You know, hold this baby no more. Because he's now owned by the government. The government have him now in a freedom position. Sign up, seal and sign and pass over to the care of the government. How this woman gonna have baby in her hand. Can't. No man the hospital. No way. You will have him waiting to see the doctor. But as long as they say he admission done, he move on to children ward. He's not going to be in an emergency anymore. Done. The only way in the emergency, unless a asthma hub and he depend the machine in the emergency area. But as long as he admit, he will be now moving to the emergency part of the baby hospital. Gone over there, so. We up a top up, so. Now have nothing to do with nobody down here, so no more. So, that boy them are never left the yard in the morning to go see mother. He wait until his sister link him and them. He never left go take no taxi neither because when Mr. T come back and take him carry him to the hospital. So he can't say he take a taxi and go to Mandeville. His sister come pick him up. And them come pick him up. You realize there is no transportation from the home to Manchester Hospital or Mandeville Hospital that he had take a taxi. Like Mr. T drop out them are Jayden and he take a taxi go Mandeville. You know here when he left the yard. You know here how he left the yard. You know here when he come back. You know mention nothing of him leaving the home. Take a taxi if you go here. Mr. T no carry him, he no take no taxi. So how you left the yard? How you reach at the hospital, them are? Because your mother say you have to come. So all of the talk, we still not hear at one point when this boy left the yard, how he left the yard, how you come back at the yard. Why you could have said you was there? And you said you was there the whole time. So Mr. T couldn't do Jayden nothing. So all the people them we are listening and I try to cipher it out. The young man tell you straight up say, me then go back on our hospital. Me there. So my father couldn't do him nothing. He have to be me. Me know why you laugh, Tiger. Me know why you laugh.
Happy baby.
You happy to me?
Well, I know. For the last 2 months, anybody that been on the live can tell you, I've been asking when, how, what time did this kid went back to the hospital because he didn't go back. And then I heard it on North Coast Live. I heard it. He said it out of my mouth. And I've been suspecting for the last 2 months.
You see, he hindsight, he hindsight when he say his father couldn't do the youth nothing because he was there So
Right.
it was an indirect answer. It was an indirect answer. So you see the things them sometimes what we are look for. We are look for it spell out. Right out. Oh, me never left the yard. No.
That's
He
what I'm
said
telling
by
you. To solve this case here, we cannot be sitting down looking for a smoking gun. We'll never get it. We have to pick piece out of everybody's business.
Yes, and your brain of your click. Your brain of your click. Because remember now, this is not like a piece where we elaborate upon. So we elaborate upon this a section, but you have to go way back down in our file.
For example, the key situation, a 3-time key mention, but they mention so far apart that if your brain is not working, you will never put the 3 keys together. You will never put them together.
You can't put it so you have to carry back up in the file up here. So you see, we can't just blah 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 blah. We have to come and see what makes sense. It's a puzzle, you know. And where I try to say to the people, them say, play back the thing over and over. Each time you play it back, it brings back something to you. So I'm sitting as a
on this morning, me get the next thing out of the front of the clipping this morning. Me can't even remember right now, but that is something me never get since me I play them. Me get something from the beginning this morning. Me get something from the beginning where them say this morning. And this is what I'm telling people. Right? This is what I am telling people. Say, if you have a problem with what I am saying, meaning you have a problem with these people, because I am just analyzing what they are saying and just slowing down what they are saying. That's all I'm doing. Slowing down what they are saying. So you guys, data.
And the problem we have in the Tiger, I gotta tell you the problem we have, you know. The problem where few of us have, you know, is because we are the one where actually I get close and closer. So when you find something and it makes sense, it's like somebody else on next side I say, oh, him think of that, man. Them not think about and them try to rubbish it because I know them say it or I know them figure it out. And this is what me I see. You understand? Because right now, them busy I try compete with who can say or who can do. See there? Sit down the man and put for your little one and two make together, man. Cause me a listen this morning. I listen you, I try to make sense. I work it just like how you are working. But me I try to go one different way from where you are go. That me can come with one different part of the puzzle. Right? So me I figure it out. And then me I say, but then the boy I not say, Mr. T couldn't do Jayden nothing because he did that yard. Then when did he leave the yard to go to the hospital? He never left. He never left. So when his mother attack, say, if he send him back, figure of speech that, man.
And then, well, brother, you have to go and really go in mentally in this, brother. You have to go in mentally.
And if your mental no good, you can't come back out with nothing. Because enough of our mental can't store nothing for you to go back to. Because if you in your storage, you know, if you in your head, you know, if you go back, you know, if you find back that way back down in your pussy down the you know. Because as I said, and that's your reason about it. You know.
As you go along, you have to keep remembering where
you hear, the things them where you hear.
And you keep down this one, down this.
Yes. Because remember now, them they all over the place with for them argument, you know. So through them have you all over the place, and so the puzzle now come unravel. You unravel it and carry back now, come put it because then this place is all over. So then give you the little drops here, so because I lie them I tell, so them a shuffle the pack. So through them a shuffle the pack now, you have to come back now, come put back the jack where the jack there and the S is where the S is there and find everybody now and line out the pack. So you line out the pack. And so me I say, then I gonna hear the boy say, he left the yard because if the yard did empty, Mr. T would have been the person who blame for unalive Jayden because the boy adamant that me daddy couldn't do Jayden nothing. Cause from me got give him breakfast and go tie out the goat and come back. Me no left the yard. Me did it. So it have to be me. Because if I know your father, then I who?
And when me I play now, cause me I play this morning because the thing is this, yeah. When them say what time and them because even Kamisha, you know, Kamisha come and the girl say anything, Kamisha say a law. Anything she say, you must all take it for law. And Kamisha say, me have to go back at the beginning because I say the amount of thing when me I play and I listen to and I check them from morning is just crazy.
Me I figure out something and me I hope. I am figuring out something and I am hoping that it's not so how me I figure it out. Because me have a brethren where him live over up on the other side of the road where she there. That girl there. And him say he said he might watch me in a TikTok. He might always watch me from me a bun cartel out. But him drive a black Mark X. And I am wondering if him are the husband. So am I again? If I'm the husband of Tommy. Because me, as me say, me not really jump out for go do for her full investigation yet because me just say she worked on at Hargreaves Hospital. So as she you know me need to do some investigation from and find out what car her man drive, what color car. So anyhow, at that the prayer don't fix that. That don't answer. Don't answer, and me wouldn't have to ask if me know the youth. Me know him. Because somebody with me and him tap and talk. So, me just want to work out here and make sure, say, I know him or a him. But, with dep and what we are, and this case here, have to crack youth. Yeah, have to crack. I tell you. So, tomorrow, today, maybe by the end of the day, I can tell you exactly when is the candlelight.
So the thing with the mother says she do on the 26th, ain't that the same part of the candlelight or no?
No, because I think I fear thing with motto. She motto them are gonna do that. But the candlelight are gonna take place in the community and round a day. So anybody who want pass and run at the back of Manchester School leading up to prt1 Panera, right there. So there's a pump house. There's a water commission pump house. So we're going to put the posters on the wall of the water commission pump house. And then now the candle can they are the ground. So anybody who want to go light a candle can just pass and light a candle in the name of Jayden. And I eat that. So they bring most of them stuff, go get them already. So them forget for them rest a candle and deal with it. So me buy majority or whatever. So them have for them. And me have mine. So it's when she said she mentioned it to the mother, so she wait and the other lady wait and see what the mother I say. God, the mother I said she never have no money when she asks her about the candle. So she will let me know this evening that me can finalize with the people them for say, yeah, candlelighting will be taking place. But brother, me not tell no lie. It cannot happen physically. It have to happen spiritually.
Not
what
happens. A question. You know the person, right? The lady what they tell about the tell us say Jayden got missing. You think we can get a link on the lady there? The one where they tell her to do the prayer?
Yeah, but it's a lady where she mentions, she tell me point blank the day. Say she do the social media thing. But if you watch it, when L.A. Lewis gonna do research, she bring L.A. Lewis upon the search, Because what I figured from her, is that she get the word as she said, she wasn't getting through to me. So she could have get through L.A. Lewis. So she carry L.A. Lewis go up on the search. And she carry L.A. Lewis on the search. When L.A. Lewis I mentioned saying find bone and something, she bring L.A. Lewis and her energy to the search.
The reason why I ask her, she is somebody where we need to have a proper nice after ear dialogue with because you see how early she find out to ask a prayer for a prayer for the youth. She probably know more than what she know. That's why she tell us, say, yo, cause she seems like she didn't know, say, the little boy never just run with her. That's why she asked her to pray for him, for bringing him back home.
The one who asked me for pray for him. No man, the one who asked me for pray for him live in the area. She live in the area. She live down on the lower section of the area. But as we say, here, cause she have fear youth we go a school out there. So she here the night say he missing. But she just meet me. And you know a woman always a check up who that brother there. So she do some investigation and somebody tell her, say, that's how we do. I pray a radical prayer. Or I should have said few words. Me say you're powerful. So because her hearing say me powerful, then that is why she requests the prayer from me. Out of concern because she hears say he missing. So me not see where she don't know nothing, she never know nothing about him like that. I just out of concern and then them ear say, yeah, them man there, when it comes to prayer, them man there.
That's what I'm to you. Cause let me tell you something, say, every little thing where we think kind of nothing is something. And what made her like to actually how did she get the news that Jayden go missing and
our community, man, our people did attack it in our community.
When did she tell you? She tell you on the Saturday morning, innit?
No, man. She tell me from late Friday evening. Late up in the night. Late up. I think me call her on the phone and she tell me. But she never mentioned the prayer until the next day. So like when it bus out, because she they down the road and them they up the road. So you know say news and the travel. So I saw she mentioned it, but she never mentioned prayer that the time. At the next day now, she do so boom now and she talk to me and she say, yo, pray for little youth man if he return. Ray. And I just saw the prayer actually coming, but me never pray at the same time because as I say, me never like the way how she say. She here say me powerful. Never like it. Just never like it. Or we come across. Sometimes some people say some things about how they say it. Understand? And me I say you just know me. So that means what you get. So me I say, myself, I chat me then. And then when you come across. So me never take it like nice. But when me come and me sit down in my chair right there, so if go do me TikTok thing now. At that time the spirit said to me. Because me's a man, most of the way you hear me talk based upon where my spirit lead me, Intuition me deal with. But that is, so sometimes some people hear you talk adamant about something. And the way man tell me, our spirit tell me. So me got adamant, and you can't beat me. So when spirit tell me something, you can't beat me. Me I got hold on to that. Because me, we run with what spirit tell me more than what man tell me. A man can switch up things and tell bag a lie. Spirit not tell lie. So, me adamant. And anytime you hear me upon your thing and you hear me I say, Ray, and you see me adamant, do believe, say, me I get it from solid place. solid. It's just a time for everything unfold. Everything I got unfold. Everything I got unfold. You see, a lot of people come out on Jayden case in a Tiger and blunder, you know. Blunder big time, you know. And if them honest to themselves, I think they should have take a step back. Take a step back because you work the case, but you do a lot of blundering. You jump the gun. We jump the gun with many things. And we quick forget at people because we feel like, say, what we get, we're right. And, you know, they're nowhere near right. And then now when you jump the gun and disrespect people, it only take away from the Jayden case. Because when you put your narrative out there and you defend your narrative, remember, you know, when you attack somebody, you know, just land on your platform, you know. Remember, say they on other platform, you know. And then now when otherwise come now, you know, people like people I said they know them people did that, them people did so other man and I said this and I said that. You know, them people are fool. It take away from the case. It pull the energy from the case. Make sure what you do. Make sure what you do. And that's that people need to do. Make sure the things that you adamant and talk about, bro. You understand? Sieve out the thing properly. Nobody listen what you say and say a law. Because you're going to come against an individual, and when you come against the individual, what is going to happen? Make relationship between you and the same people that want to try to solve the case. And you push down your head in a ground now like you're shy. You can't look up in a people's face. Remember, and not just Tiger face or Price face or Motor face or anybody face you look up in. You look up in the world face. So we have to be careful of what we put out there and how we come against each other and how we demand. Because trust me, you see, and Tiger, you have to have a mind of your own. Price have a mind of your own. Price have to know what it's all about. Just like when you said to me, say, Price, you know, say that's my opinion. Your opinion, you know. But think if you have something, you should have give people them. Because I in the best interest of Jayden case. But when you do your research a few hours down the line on the same platform, you realize, say, then suppose Price Ben give them people that's something there. Even that drop it in the wrong hand. Because the people them not legitimate. So Price having reason why he hold back. Sometimes you can't explain to people why you don't do what you do. Because where you come from a different place. Yes, everybody up on the same road, you know, but at the same time, you're up on a high road. You don't have to come tell a man say you're up on the high road. No.
Surprise.
Yes, mama.
More ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
That puts me out today. I'm not a spiritual person, right?
Okay,
Like oh you're spiritual and so on, casting things or whatever. So I just have a small request, right? I was
yes, ma'am.
saying because I hear you said you're spiritual and powerful and these things. So I just want to know.
No, me never say me powerful. Me say people say me powerful.
People say powerful, okay. So is it a case where you can like reason with the spirit but then like lead you to Jayden? Is that possible?
All right, mama. I would have said to you, I would have said earlier on, we led to Jayden already, you know. We led to Jayden already. And this is what people fail to understand. Not because we couldn't see Jayden with the physical eye under the bottom of the water. We have seen signs of Jayden into the water. I am saying to everyone, without any shadow of a doubt, Jayden is in the pond. The pond is protected by evil spirit. So we need to clear that environment. We need to clear it from a spiritual place so that it can release Jayden out of the pond. So that's how we're there right now. So the physical and the whole of talking now go work. Me I go be frank with you. The physical and the talking, yes, we can put the case together. We can give the police the perspective. Jayden is in that pond. The spirit led me to that pond. I'm going to come off of that pond. So me not come tell people point blank. You give the people them the option to support the pan. They are not supporting the pan with you to say, oh, let us go and pull the pan. I may understand why. Just like me on a live yesterday, and a man come up on the live. The man a burn out. Not like yesterday, day before yesterday. The man a lick out, say, we are talking about Mr. Gabriel and Ray. And when me done talk to the man come down in a zero. All right? Come back again. And we are talk to another person. And the other person say to you, you know what I'm saying? Me I talk about man where run me way. The man say, Price, me get a call from a community that he saw Jayden auntie down in a one part in a Clarendon. Go check a spiritual man. So he must say, yo, you have to be careful of one another because the woman I use Ray. I mean, I say, brother, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me that. Man there in America. That the man that when he talk serious, he might tell, oh, if he been there Jamaica, when would I do? All right, we are whole a vibe. We are whole a vibe day before yesterday morning. So when simple say to you, say, and say to all the panel, yes, it's all well and good. If we say a sacrifice done per normal basis, it gonna have energy, right? And for whatever they have done, they don't want Jayden to surface because they might go in a problem. So they might do everything possible to make sure, say, we don't find the remains of Jayden. Everything possible, all right? So that is why everybody then can hear about the pan, but nobody have the energy to go to the pan. Remember, everybody hear about the pan and see it pan live, you know. But then can go in our house when they never say nothing, then go all about and look. But you see anybody a try to go at the pan? You see anybody a really make an effort for the pan draw? No. No, we talk, but we don't make no effort. Price are the only person where take up himself and go have dialogue with the company. The company give me the permission to pull the pan. It can't happen. So how you gonna get it to happen? Remember this, you know, when we are talking about me have to protect myself same way, you know. When me I come up against this, you know, and the social media come up, who is heading this, a Price who have pushed this, and it is not a narrative, this is a fact. So me I push something where even when me I go light, we are gonna light the candle, we are gonna do. Remember now we are gonna break down all the barriers we put up, you know. So you know feel like so when the barriers break and these demons that take it flight, it a go fly go somewhere. It a go look somewhere for land. A Price attack it. So Price have to make sure it's a Price in our position to deal with it. Because me not go down because me have to know what me I do. And that is why me I say to people them say, you no can chat as much as you want to chat. Because this not just take mouth talk. Spirituality is not obia. Spirituality is not negromancy. It is a gift that the Lord gave to you. You can choose to whether you want to add to it and do other things, then you do it. So if the Lord give you an assignment because you're a spiritual person, it's only you can move with that assignment. You realize, I'm going to say to one of the lady, get their confirmation and the word to give to me. But she take such man and she go up on the hunt. She and him. And she said to me, say, the spirit lick her up in one corner. She have to turn back off of the search because the search wasn't ordained for her. Because the Lord now go give you something where it go there to go, the whole for gonna me up. You have to give somebody who he give that level of anointing for go do. Right? So it's all well and good with there and we are trying to put the puzzle together. But it moved from there, so now this thing I moved to another level. And this level is not everybody can come on this level. And then everybody are able to understand this level. So let me tell you, say, we have some more stuff to buy. Because we are build an altar. It's an altar we are build. Hear the candle them, yeah? A glass back lane. You hear them? All right. Candle go light. Yeah, so we are come from our ancestor spirit now. We are going to pull up our ancestor spirit now and put them forth. Yeah, so we are called Shango now and put Shango. Shango come from Africa. So we are take out Shango out in place now and bring up Shango, our ancestor spirit. What do I hear now? So a Shango got cracky code. Yeah.
So my question is this. My question is this. A baby foot was broken, and this is probably a lot of people in the chat ask this question. Baby foot was broken, right? There is probably over 2,000, 3,000 children in Manchester. A little baby foot was broken, and then from the little baby foot broken, all of this dopey ass spirit and ritual and all that ritual and all this.
It's still black.
Because the reason why I'm asking that, I myself is not a dopey person, hobby person, science person, so probably that's why I'm so different. But all of this thing happened because of one little broken baby foot.
More than the baby foot. And that is why, and that is why if you stare at the baby foot, you will not see the bigger picture. Anyhow, we sit down at the baby foot, you see, Jayden, as I say, and we will say it again, Jayden is a very gifted young man. Jayden was blessed by the Almighty with his gift. Jayden have to do nothing to do what I do. Him gifted. And that is what they wanted to harvest. They wanted to harvest the gift that and the ability that he has in him and the spirit that him come with. Right? And that is why you see people keep dreaming him. And people, mother are dreaming, everybody are dreaming. Because Jayden had untimely death. It wasn't for Jayden to leave here. It was for what they want. So they were suiting themselves. And that is why Jayden's spirit, that between rest and in a circle, in spirit in a circle, because they want to use his spirit. All right? We know out here try to fight. All are we, whether we know it or not, is trying to fight that Jayden can find rest. So we want to find him remains and put him to rest. But also, we have to know the same spirit where them are run for use, we have to try to make sure say them don't get him spirit for use. That is why the Lord said to the devil, say, yeah man, you can take the flesh, but you can't take the soul. So when he wanted to take Lazarus, he said, I'm going to allow you to touch Lazarus, you know. But you see Lazarus' soul, you see Lazarus, you can't touch that, boss. That belongs to me.